Hello everyone out there. My name is J T Hollin, author of Spirituality, Culturism, and the Phantom. This is my book, and I want to thank you for taking the time to read or to review the book. In this book, I describe my experiences as a pilot, a U.S. Air Force pilot for 5 years and an airline pilot for over 31 years. I use the term in my book, the mystique of the skies. Mystique might bring in mind mystery or fascinating or the unknown. Very few people think of flying as a spiritual or mystical experience. Air travel is so commonplace that many passengers take it for granted. There is no desire or even curiosity to look out the window. Many people, in fact, prefer not to have a window seat. In the cockpit, we pilots have the best view in the world. Above 37,000 feet, we can even see the curvature of the earth. An event that is still awesome to even experienced pilots is watching a huge Boeing 747, which weighs over 1 million pounds, thundering down a runway on takeoff roll, struggling to climb into the air. Planes fly due to the movement of air over their wings. Earth's atmosphere, when it is in motion, is very powerful. A mass of air at certain pressures and temperatures can produce violent tornadoes causing death and destruction. Fearsome hurricanes originate off the coast of Africa as a circulating mass of air then works its way across the Atlantic. This book is not an autobiography, but consists of aviation memories that will remain with me always. From job satisfaction to appreciation and occasionally fear or even sadness. In the Air Force, I often flew in wartime. Among my recollections I describe in the book, almost crashing into a mountaintop and descending through some thick clouds. I was frequently startled by bullets from AK-47 assault rifles zipping past my windshield at low altitudes. I directed the dropping of napalm on young Viet Cong soldiers hiding in the jungle. That was an example of wartime cruelty from the skies. Marveling at flying the F-4 Phantom at over 2,000 miles per hour will always remain with me. As an airline pilot, I discuss experiencing flights and seeing sights to Europe, Japan, Egypt, South America. I listened to the comments by male pilots when the airlines began hiring women pilots for the first time in American history. I listened to the regrets expressed by Tuskegee Airmen when airlines refused to hire them after World War II ended. There were 2 situations in my career when my plane flew very close to the flight paths of space shuttles. The first being an amazing, inspiring sight. The second was a space shuttle explosion, resulting in tragedy. A lasting mystery to me to this day, one bright sunny morning, our aircraft with a full load of passengers came close to what is then referred to as even today, as a UFO. We were at 35,000 feet over the Atlantic Ocean, and a sleek, dark gray vehicle having no wings, no windows, quietly flew about 1,000 feet from us. Chapter 18 in my book describes our reactions in the cockpit to this awesome scene. I encountered very few instances of racism in my career. However, I wanted to write about an incident of reverse racism, which was a learning situation for me. I described it as culturism. We can become fearful and or envious of others simply based on our own cultural values and beliefs. If there is sensed a threat to one's property or worldly position, a person may engage in degrading another. Many countries nowadays go far beyond mere acts of degradation. Nations devote government resources for aircraft and missiles armed with nuclear bombs intended to destroy other cultures. This creates the dark side of aviation, utilizing the air over our heads to convey lethal weapons. My book expresses that in this day of technology and impending space travel, humans will evolve and should evolve to a higher level of mutual respect for the sake of all of us. In closing, on a bright note, my book expresses that my career as a pilot has been a blessing, experiences of a lifetime, which I am grateful for. Thank you.